Hi everyone, this is Pankaj and welcome to my YouTube channel Cat Technocrat. So I made this series for the beginner who wants to learn CATIA from its basic. So let's talk about the CATIA. Actually, CATIA is a multi-platform software suite for CAD CAM and CAE. It is originally developed by the French company named as Dassault Systèmes in 1981 and initially released in 1982. So let's talk about the meaning of CATIA. Actually, it is a computer aided three-dimensional interactive application. In this word CATIA, C for computer, A for added, T for three-dimensional, I for interactive and A for application. In short, it is called CATIA. Actually, the Dassault Systèmes is a aircraft manufacturer company. Some of the aircraft like Rafale and Mirage fighter jets also developed in the CATIA software. Actually, this software is globally used by the many of automotive, railway, aviation industries.
So you will always see a version of CATIA like you can see here CATIA V1, CATIA V2, CATIA V3. So these are the versions which are released after some changes or added new features. So you can see here CATIA V1 was first released in 1981, then CATIA V2 1984, CATIA V3 1988, CATIA V4 1993 and CATIA V5 1998. So the important thing is that the CATIA V5 is the most popular and the most used version of CATIA worldwide. From 2001 to still there are lots of companies using the CATIA V5 version worldwide. Then you can see here the company released CATIA V6 in 2011, and there are many versions of CATIA V6 and CATIA V5. You can see here. Let's start the software. You can see this is the ideal window of CATIA. Actually here I am using the CATIA V5. You can see here, or if you want to see more about this your software version, so just click on the help and click on the about CATIA V5. So here you can see the version and release of your software. See, okay, all right. So I'm using the CATIA V5 R20, that means release 20. So here you can see the start menu, the file menu and tools, windows, help. Later we will see what are these tools and what is the use of these tools. It is very simple file, and if you want to start a new file, so you can click on the new, so a new file will open. And if you want to open or if you want to save the file, so you can go for it. So let's start from the start menu. Okay, so from start menu you can see there are lots of options here. First is infrastructure, the second one is mechanical design, third one is shape, analysis and simulation, and there are lots of things, but these are not useful for every person. Okay, so what is the useful for us? The first thing useful for us, for the all students or all the beginner, is the mechanical design. In mechanical design there are lots of workbenches. Actually these are the called workbenches. The first workbench is, you can see here, the part design. Second workbench is assembly, third is sketcher, then production functional, and later on we will see the drafting, sheet metal design and generative sheet metal design, and wireframe and surface design. These these all workbenches are not important to us, and not important or not useful for everyone. Okay, so we will run only part design, assembly design, sketcher, drafting, then sheet metal or generative sheet metal design. Next we will come to the shape design. In shape design, first we will run the generative shape design. Actually in this, because this series is for the beginner, so we will learn only generative shape design in this series. Later on we will see the other workbenches in advanced series or expert series. So Let's start. I will click on the start button. Then you can see there are some files here. So these are the file which I recently opened in this software. So if you want to open again your recent file which you use or which you created, so just you should click on this, and if I click on this, so my recently used file will be open. Here you can see the file is opening. Okay, so here is a model of a Jeep. It is a toy car which I use. Okay, so if you see left hand side, this is a design tree. Actually this is the assembly workbench. So there are lots of assembly and sub assembly in this part file. Okay, so first of all we will start from the controlling of the mouse or controlling of the mouse buttons. Okay, later on I will teach you each and everything one by one. So first of all I will teach you that how you control, how you revolve, how you zoom in, zoom out your object, or how you can drag it. Okay, so there are a combination of the 3 button of your mouse. First, if you want to zoom in or zoom out your object, so first you will have to press the scroll button of your mouse. So just press the scroll button or roller, and then press your right button of your mouse. Okay, so I press scroll and right button of mouse, and when you move your mouse, so the object will be rotate. Okay, and if you want to zoom in or zoom out, so just click on the scroll button and click on right button and release the right button like this. And if I move my mouse forward and backward direction, so it will zoom in and zoom out, zoom in, zoom out. I repeat it. If you want to rotate, just click on roller and click on right button and just move your object. If you want to zoom in or zoom out, click on roller and click on right button and release the right button and keep hold the scroll. And when you move your mouse in forward and reverse direction, so it will get zoom in and zoom out. Now if you want to drag this object here, so just click on the roller and move your mouse, so you can drag your object in the workbench. Okay, so it is the actually controlling of from the mouse button. Okay, I just close this window from here. Okay, now again I click on this start and I will open a new job. Okay, so here this is the part design workbench. Okay, you can see this is the part design workbench, so it is the part design workbench. Okay, so in this video I will show you only the controlling button and how you can open or how you close the file or how you can save the file. Next video I will teach you how will you start to develop a new job, how to start to develop a new sketch in this software. Okay, so first of all we should learn about this plan and about the coordinate systems, directional system, these all things. Okay, so first of all this is the design tree. Okay, part one is the name of this job. Okay, if you want to change the name of your object of your part, so just right click on this and go to the property, and you can see here there are lots of options: mechanical, mass, graphic, product. So just click on the product. Okay, if I want to change the name of my object, so suppose I will give a name A-1 and then click on OK. So you can see the name have been changed. Okay, so and if you want to expand the tree and you want to see the history of this job, that how I built this, how I built this job and what type of and what kind of commands I used to develop this job. So I will click on that plus symbol, so the design tree will expand. So here you can see the all command and the sketches by which I developed this object. Okay, so and click on the F, and there are lots of planes. Actually generally there are only 3 planes in each and every CAD software on which we can develop our product, develop our sketches. So if you want to see that on planes, actually currently the plans are hidden in this file. So I will click on this. Suppose this is a right XY plane, so I will click I will press a right button on this and click on hide show, then second one hide show, then third one right click and hide show. Okay, so you can see the all 3 plane here. The first plane is XY plane, that is the XY plane. Second one is YZ plane, it is a YZ plane. Third one is ZX plane, so this is the ZX plane. Okay, so what are the need of planes, what are the use of plane? See, if I want to draw something on a paper, okay, in real world, if I want to draw any sketch, any object on the paper, so I will need a flat surface, I will need a solid space on which a solid part on which I can draw anything. So I cannot draw anything in the air. Okay, so I need a solid base, I need a solid plane in which I can draw something. So same concept of the plane, same use of the plane. If you want to draw something in the software, so you need a base, you need a stationary object. Okay, so these planes are that surfaces or that part on which we can draw anything. So XY, YZ and ZX plane. Okay, so if you now let's talk about the directional. This is X direction, this is Y direction, and this is Z direction. See, it is a 3D software, so it is obvious there will be the 3 directions. There are lots of direction, even you can say there are infinite of direction, but the main direction are the X, Y and Z direction. Okay, if you want to rotate your object so you can use this also. Just left click on this line and move your mouse. If you want to drag in X direction, just click on X direction and drag your object. If you want to drag it in the Y direction, click and drag. If you want to drag it in Z, just click and move. Okay, so this is the direction, these are the plane, and this is the history of your part. Okay, now come to the view toolbar. This is the view toolbar. See, the interesting thing in this software, you can drag the any toolbar according to your comfort. Just click, left click, I click on the line of the toolbar and just drag it here. You can adjust your toolbar anywhere. Okay, now you can see this is the view toolbar. I will tell you what is the first command. Just come to this one. Okay, you can see it is showing isometric. We all know what is the isometric view. Just click on this, so it will show the isometric view of your job. Okay, now the second one is front view. Just click on front, it will show the front view of your job. See, I clicked on the front view and now my job is in front view, but it is not in the center. So if you want to take your job or fit to the screen or to the center, so just click on that second one command. It is the fit all in. Just click on fit all in, your object will come into the center. Okay, now again this is the front view. and I will click on the back view. This is the back view, so it will show the back view of the part. Next one is the left view, so it will show the left view of your object. Next one is right view, it will show the right view of your job. Next one is the top view, it will show the top view of your job. And the last one is bottom view, so it will show the bottom of your part. So you can see when I drag this job, so these, it is also moving. Okay, so now the second toolbar is pan. Pan, that means just click on that pan button and just press the left button of your mouse and you can drag your object. Actually these toolbar for the beginners, actually beginners cannot use the combination of mouse button perfectly. So if you are a beginner, so I will recommend first you should you can use this toolbar also instead of the combination of mouse button. If you want to drag your job just by using the left button of your mouse, if your scroll button or roller is not working, so you can use this toolbar also. Just click on this toolbar, pan toolbar, and just left click on the window and you can move the object. If you want to rotate your job without using the combination of scroll and right button, so just click on that and just left click on this and you can rotate your job. Now if you want to zoom in or zoom out without using the combination of scroll and right button, so just click on the plus symbol, so it will get zoom in, and if you will click on the minus button, so it will goes to the zoom out. Okay, again fit all in, it will come to the fit position. Okay, now again if you want to see in this object in isometric view, click on isometric view. Okay, the next view is the normal view. That means, what is a normal? That means it is a line or view which is perpendicular to the surface. If you want to see a normal surface from here, so I will click this surface and click on the normal view, so you can see your screen will show the perpendicularly view of this screen. If you want to see the normal view of this side, click on this and click on the normal, so it will create a normal view of the surface. Okay, next one is the create multi-view. That means your screen will split into the 4 parts. Just click on this, it will so it is showing the isometric view, it is showing top view, it is showing side view, and it is showing the front view. So it is actually this feature of CATIA is generally used when your part is very complicated and you want to understand your object, your job from a different view, or you want to show the other people's or your client your job so that they can easily understand your idea, your concept, your job. So you can use this feature also. Okay, come to the next. I have already told you this one, and then now I will close the create multi view. Next one is the shading with edges. It is very important. So first of all, this is the only shading. When you click on shading, so you can see the all edges corner are hidden. You will see a smooth job. When I select the shading with edges, so you can see the difference in this. Now it is showing the edges also. Next one is shading with edge without smooth edge. Okay, without smooth edge, that means there are some smooth edges, like here are there is a radius, so obviously there is a line, you can see the difference. Okay. The next one is shading with edge and hidden edges. Here you will see the hidden line of the object also. You can see these lines are invisible, these surface is invisible, but it will show you a hidden lines from this surface. Next one is wireframe. So it will show the only wireframe or edges of the job. I'm skipping this one. In this video I will show you what is the use of. Actually this is used when you apply a material on a solid part, then you will have to select this feature to show the material or color or texture. I will tell you in later stage. Okay, now this is the hide and show button. It is very important. Suppose I want to hide this job. Okay, so just click on this body, right click and click on the hide. Now your job is hidden. If you want to see the hidden parts or hidden file or hidden surfaces or hidden bodies of your job, so just click on this, just click on that button. This is the swap visible space. It is the shown window or it is the hidden window. You can see the job is hidden, and if you come to the main window there is no job. Okay, so again if you want to hide or show the job again, so either you can use right click hide and show, or you can use this feature. It is also hide and show. Just click on this, click on this, click on this, click on this. Okay, now if you want to save any job, so just click on the file and just click on the save. The file will be save any location. You can define the location also. Okay, so that's for the today. I will teach you the more important thing from the basic level in my next video. So please like, subscribe and share this video if you found this video important or fruitful for you or for your friend also. Thank you so much.